everyone. Thanks for coming back to Create, Share, and Give. If you're new to the channel, welcome back. Click the subscribe button and like the video if you find it helpful for you. And if you're interested in more information that I have to create, share, and give. Today's video, I would like to share with you guys my ancestor veneration. Now, I have been on an ancestral veneration path for some time now. It resonated with me. The further along I went on my spiritual journey, I just kept hearing about ancestor veneration. I know that various cultures from many years and centuries all around the continent venerate their ancestors, and it's always been very, very interesting to me. I used to have these dreams about my mother that passed away before I turned 20 years old, actually. And it was a very, very disheartening, devastating time in my life. And so what I did was I kind of suppressed it, blocked it in, because I didn't know how to really deal with the pain at the time. But I will always get these dreams. Again, back to my dreams. If you follow my channel, you understand that I have very candid dreams and traveling in the astrals. And my mother used to always come to me and she would say, "I'm not really dead. I didn't really die." And I would be so happy and my heart was filled with joy. And then I would wake up and then realize, oh, what a dirty trick. So it wasn't until actually very recent that I finally understood what those dreams were about. They were about understanding that we can never be destroyed and you just live on in a different form. So I'm like, now it totally makes sense. And that was the message my mother was trying to give me for a very long time. And she came to me because she knew that I had the capacity to eventually understand that. So once I got clear with that, started going into my ancestral line, I realized there was a lot of healing that needed to be done. And I was the one called to do that. And one of my videos, maybe a few months back, if you guys want to check it out, feel free. Well, I went to certain plantations in New Orleans, Louisiana, actually. And I was called there. I never really had a desire to go to a plantation. But during my walk with my ancestors, I was called to go there. And I'm so happy that I did. It was almost like some type of healing needed to be done. And I just listened. So I'm on this path, and those are the types of things I do to honor my ancestors. As you can see in the back, my ancestor altar is behind me, and it's become a place of a foundation in my home. Even though I know we can carry everything within our heart, to have a physical manifestation of that energy in your loved one in the pictures right in your home, that really resonates with me. And so I want to share with you guys one of the books that you guys can read if you're new on ancestor veneration, or if you've been, honoring your ancestors for a very long time. It's always good to refresh, get new ideas. And this book here is called Honoring Your Ancestors, and it's by Mallorie Vaudoise. And this is one of those books, when I first saw this book, I can't remember where I saw it, but I was flipping through my YouTube feed and this book came up. And I just knew energetically I had to have it. The cover, the energy was just resonating. I purchased the book and it was well worth it. It goes into different cultures and how different cultures, who are the ancestors to begin with. She goes through that. It crosses every religion, every culture, how they venerate their ancestors, to give you an idea. It's very, very interesting. There's a section of different spells and herbs in here. It's a very, very good book. I would highly recommend it. A chapter on mediumship for everyone. This chapter here is praying to your ancestors. So give you information on how to do that, a foundation. If you're just quite not sure where to start, I would definitely suggest this book. Now, one thing that I do really love about this book is that at the end of each chapter, she has a section called journal prompts. And I try to journal, I try to keep a gratitude journal that I don't keep up daily, but I try to do a mental gratitude, journal in my mind. And I also have a dream journal to record my dreams. But anywho, in this book, the journal prompts, each chapter as you read, you go back and you answer a few questions regarding the chapter that you just read. Now, I found this very, very helpful because, again, I'm that type of learner. Once I read something, I have to digest it. And then if I regurgitate it or have me ponder my thoughts on paper, it helps so much on retaining and growing information. That's why I love to do workbooks, anything with writing my thoughts down. It is perfect. I love books that give you journal exercises in it to do. To me, it really integrates the learning, and you can really begin to incorporate it in your everyday life. So if you're interested in learning about your ancestors, start with the prayer honoring your ancestors, those known and unknown. They will come to you. They will guide you. And ancestors, angels are good, yeah, fine and dandy. But somehow I feel connected, like it makes sense for me to commune with my ancestors who are still here. They're just in a different realm and they're still in my DNA. You know, he and I, we are one, and they lived through me and I've lived through them. So it just makes sense to me and it resonates to me. And I just think on my path of going back and finding out who I really am, that is a must. So if that resonates with you, pick up Honoring Your Ancestors. It is a guide to ancestral veneration, a great way to get started. You can say a prayer just to honor your ancestors. I like to pour a glass of libations for them, welcome them in, and know that you are here to receive their help and their guidance here on our earthly plane. And you'll be led on what to do and do what feels right for you intuitively. So with that being said, thanks again for coming back to Create, Share, and Give. This is my Aunt Marie, and until we meet again, peace.